Hi guys, Harbs here. Today I'll be doing a Cyberpunk lore video on the top 5 most dangerous programs that netrunners might have to face. If you're unfamiliar with netrunning, then it basically is a way in which people gain information legally and illegally through the net. Except you're not just sat at a keyboard. Jacked into a virtual world, netrunners use something called an interface program, which intercepts data and translates it into something the netrunners can understand. The virtual world that they perceive becomes real, as it directly plugs into their senses. Because the net is used to connect almost everything in the world, it is a true treasure trove of data and valuable information. However, it's a dangerous place, and to get the information you want, you'll often have to pit yourself against a myriad of deadly programs defending their data. But in return, you can unleash your own programs back. Now remember, netrunning is so dangerous because it is linked up to your very senses. These programs can injure or even kill you. Okay, let's go. Number 1. Firestarter. The Firestarter program tracks down intruders in your system and, through the invasive netrunner, enters the electrical system in the netrunner's base, apartment or wherever they are running out of. It then blasts the wiring with a megawatt power surge, by which the jolt causes a fire and explosions in the electrical system, often completely frying the netrunner. What makes these types of programs deadly is that they leave little forensic trace on the netrunner's gear, as everything is completely fried. Although, unless you go down the line of extreme malfunction, it may be pretty obvious that the steaming pile of computer wreckage has been caused by the Firestarter program. To netrunners, the program appears as a blazing pillar of fire, which speaks the netrunner's name in a hissing, booming voice. Number 2. Lich. The Lich program rips away the forebrain of the netrunner, but it does it more selectively than its less subtle cousins, the zombie and brainwipe programs. Most memory in the netrunner is eradicated completely, leaving enough to implant an easily controlled pseudo-personality into the empty brain. Quite terrifying indeed, considering that unless the netrunner counters it, the last thing that they will see is a metallic skeleton dressed in black robes and wearing a blackened crown. It grabs the netrunner in its freezing grasp and drags them under the floor. Number 3. Jack Attack. Whilst not deadly, it's certainly good for capturing netrunners, as it literally stops the netrunner from being able to jack out of the net. Imagine being trapped inside this virtual world with no way out. The person who captured you then simply has to run something called a glue program, and they'll be able to get your real world location. You'll then have the knowledge that they are coming for you in reality, and there's nothing you can do about it as you're still jacked in. The Jack Attack program appears as a pair of glowing schematic handcuffs that encircle the netrunner's wrists. Number 4. Hellhound. The Hellhound program locates the intruder and sends out a modulated pulse designed to cause a heart attack. However, if the targeted netrunner escapes in time, then the Hellhound will stay active in the net, lurking silently in major long-distance terminals. The Hellhound program waits patiently for the specific brainwave pattern of the intruder to show up again. It then tracks the netrunner down and attempts to kill them for a second time. The Hellhound can wait for years, dormant in a system just ready for when that same netrunner tries to log in again. If you come across a Hellhound as a netrunner, then you're going to see a huge black metal wolf. Its eyes glow white and fire runs in ripples all over its body. Number 5. Demons. The demon programs are not individual programs in themselves, but carriers of programs that can be unleashed all at once upon intruding netrunners. The demon programs were created by the legendary Rash Bartmoss of CCI development in the fictional version of 2004. The programs come in a scaling order, with the weakest of the demon programs being the Imp that can carry up to 2 programs at once, then the Efreet that can carry 3, followed by the Succubus that can carry 4, and then finally the Balron, which can carry 5. If a netrunner witnesses a Balron, then they would see a huge, powerfully built male dressed in futuristic black armor. In one hand he carries a red glowing energy blade, his other arm ends in a series of neon green glowing tentacles, and his eyes glow red behind a visor. As these demons can unleash several programs at once, unless you are a highly skilled netrunner, your best chance of survival is just to escape. So if you're an intrepid and new adventurous netrunner, it might be better to start off small. The systems that netrunners come up against all have different types of defences, largely dependent on cost and the value of the data that the system wants to defend. A grey system, the weakest of them all and usually only used by small private businesses and universities, tend to lean to only having basic alarm systems in place. However, after the grey system you have different levels ranging from 1 to 3, with 3 having the toughest programs out of these. A level 3 system may be used by a large corporation and state governments. There is another level above level 3 and it is called the black system. Largely this is only utilised by multinational corporations and very secretive government organisations like the CIA. Black systems don't care if you live or die, and their deadly programs reflect that. Okay, thanks for watching guys. If you enjoyed the video then do please give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!